Good afternoon. It is July 9th, 2021. And we had an uptrend day today, and the way I'm seeing it is like we had this spike and channel up, followed by we had a break and two legs up to a new high. That's how I'm looking at it. Also, my application froze at around 2:30 Eastern time, and I just didn't want to reload it because then I would have to draw all these lines again, so I wasn't trying to do that. I don't think there were many entries. There weren't too many entries that I personally, actually this one should probably be blue. There weren't too many entries that I would say were strictly following the system. It was a little, you had to be aggressive, but in this strong uptrend, I don't think, in my head, I view these all as pretty good trades and pretty good entries. So yeah, I saw this as uptrend, break of that channel, two legs up to a new high. I didn't check, but maybe there's, something like this going on. And yeah, that midline looks pretty accurate. So you could also look at it as like this is a spike into this flatter channel all day, and we just had a break and some sideways action. There's multiple ways to view this. Let's draw that though. I think that might help with some entries. So I'm gonna draw that. Let me pause my video. So you can see I drew the yellow channel, and we'll see if that helps with some entries later. That probably solidifies these as good entries too. So yeah, let's take a look at these moves. Oh, sorry, I didn't get to upload a video yesterday. I probably will miss Tuesday of next week and maybe Wednesday too, because I'm traveling. But so you can see we had this channel up. Looks like maybe one and two legs up in the overnight, and then we broke that channel and moved into this flatter channel. And I don't see anything around 8 a.m., which is when we should come in. Oh, this probably trapped some people. Looks like a second entry off the trend line. So that's a nice trap right there. Let me make this a little bigger. But it looked like a range to me here. So maybe this is like a double bottom right here, triple bottom. Maybe you want to enter this. But when we get this higher low right here, and that's a first entry, second entry, I like entering on that. It doesn't get triggered until 2 bars later, so I probably would have backed off. But then you get a first failed second entry short right here, and higher low that confirms this trend line. I like entering there. And at that point, you could have had this yellow channel drawn too. So that helps. That gets you a nice leg up. You get a first entry, second entry here, but that's really in no man's land. I'm going to go ahead. You can see there's a steeper channel within here, but I'm going to delete that to make it clearer. Let's see. This is the overnight highs right here. I'm going to delete that. Okay, and this range, I'm going to go ahead and delete that too. Okay, now it's a little clearer. This second entry long is in no man's land, so you can't really take that, unfortunately, because here, let's see, it's 4 ticks, and it ends up being, the lowest part from that point on of the day. But you do get a first entry, failed second entry, and at this point, I would really be thinking like, okay, we're in an uptrend. We've gone above the overnight highs. We're getting these legs up and just these small dojis and small corrections. So I think after this failed second entry short, you can enter, and if not, you get a higher low. Thing is, this is also off the short-term trend channel that I had drawn earlier. So if you have that drawn, it gives you more reason. But those are definitely aggressive. prices keep moving up, and you get a first entry, second entry. So I am going to mark this blue, but you get congestion. So it would definitely worry me. It bounces off. It comes one tick within where you would have gotten stopped out. But then if you didn't enter there, you got to enter right here. 4 ticks. This is smaller risk, and it bounces off that blue trend channel from these lows. But that's why I had this marked as aggressive before, because it's not off of the blue trend channel. So prices move up, and we get some congestion and a break of this shorter term blue channel. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Moves into this congestion. At this point, you really know that this is the low of congestion. So we get a first entry, second entry. I think you have to go long here. And you got room to the highs to scalp out. Only thing I don't like is that it's not the low of the swing. So that actually should be marked as green, because it's not the low of the swing. But then you get a this is really just a higher low, but it's off of the yellow channel. It's also off of this shorter term trend blue trend line. But we know we're in an uptrend now, and this is off of the daily high. Let me see, I missed this box. Why did I mark this? So this is, I think I probably would have gotten, in the heat of the moment, I could have seen myself getting trapped at this point right here, because this looks like a trend. You get a first entry, failed second entry short right here. But something that might keep you out of that is knowing that you're going into the highs, and that's never a good idea. Let's see if that would have gotten you filled or hit your target. 49. Yeah, that would have been a failure. So don't go long into the highs. Don't go short into the lows, and that'll keep you away from those trades. But that clearly is a channel working up. And here I like this because it's off of the long-term trend channel. This is not off the long-term trend channel. So that's why I'm going to keep this marked. But anyway, we get a strong 2 legs up, and we break the yellow channel, the long-term channel, and now it looks like we're just working sideways. From here to here to here, at this point we know that this is probably the lows of congestion. So when it makes this leg up after the break of the yellow channel, and then we come here, this looks like a second entry long. It looks like a failed breakout of congestion, and it's also a first failed second entry short, combined with the fact that it's only 4 ticks. I really like this entry, and that would get you a scalp and then some. And then we get a first failed second entry short off the EMA, off this short-term trend channel. There's room to the highs, so I like this entry as well. And that is what I saw for today. So I'll be back next week. I hope everyone had a good day.